Okay, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with my thing. There we go. All right. I apologize, everybody. I apologize. Look, I'm trying to get everything settled. Uh, put a thumbs up if you can hear me. Put a thumbs up if you can see me. All right. Appreciate you. All right. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Excuse me. But again, all right. If you haven't done it by now, make sure that you like the stream. Make sure that you comment. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure you just hit that notification bell to get everything that comes with joining the channel. And if you want to hit the join, if you want to join the family as an exclusive member, hit the join button for the good price of $4.99. But other than that, um, we got a good action packed show for today. Not gonna try to be on here too long, but we'll be right back after these messages and a word from the sponsor. It's your boy Doc Holiday. Become a subscriber on HBCU Overdrive on YouTube, and you can follow me on all social media platforms at HBCU_Overdrive on Twitter and Instagram. You can catch me on TikTok at Holiday1925 and on Facebook under my real name, David E. Smith Douglas. Also, when you become an exclusive family member, you get all the membership perks, you get all the exclusive members only videos, early access to new videos, member shoutouts, and members only live chats. And also, you can get birthday shoutouts on here and win member when you become a subscriber. You can also hit the donation to the Cash App at HBCU Overdrive. You can hit the PayPal, David Smith 1925, and you can hit the Zelle, David E. Smith 30 at gmail.com. Remember, all pro. It's your boy Doc Holiday. We swing to the left, down I-20, and we dip. We going down there for SWAC Media Day, July 16th, 2024, being hosted at the Sheraton Birmingham Hotel in downtown Birmingham. And we got all schools that's going to be represented in the house on that day. We talking about Jackson State, Valley, Alcorn, Pine Bluff, Prairie View, Texas Southern, Grambling, Southern, Bama State, A&M, Bethune-Cookman, and FAMU. But in order for your boy to get down there, in order for you to get that good content, you got to hit the Cash App, you got to hit the PayPal, you got to hit the Zelle. We also got to hit that Super Chat while we on the live stream. And so, make sure you get your donations in so we can get down there. And like I said, you're going to swing and I swing to the left. Hit I-20 and we dip. Yeah, baby. All right. Make sure y'all can hear me. I had to just go back through because it was going through my speaker. But anyway, man, look, we got an action-packed show for today. Just let you know what's going on this end. But first, I want to tell everybody that this is the last week this is the last couple of days for SWAC Media Day as far as getting donations done. We are we're still a little bit over $500. So we're trying to get the rest. We need to get the rest by the 17th of this month. So make sure if you can, if you please, make sure you can donate to the channel and donate towards the cause. But Other than that, let y'all know, man. Look, I had an eventful weekend. I had an eventful weekend. I moved out of my place. I moved out of my old place and I moved into a new one. So right, I was living in Valley Ranch at the time. Um, I was living in Valley Ranch um, at the time. Lease was running out and had to find somewhere that was going to be a little bit cheaper than expected, and I actually did. So, all right. So I ended up moving over here to South Urban, close to where the old Texas Stadium used to be at. So I am on the side where all the Hispanics are at. Um, but cheaper than what it is. Um, can't really complain about it. Uh, so went to work on that Thursday, got off at midnight, didn't go to sleep, came in the house, started basically packing everything up. I'm a last minute person anyway. When I started packing everything up, Friday morning, go get the U-Haul truck, and thought I had some people gonna try to come help me, but that didn't happen. So I basically moved everything by myself. So my couch, I dragged that motherfucker downstairs and where I was at my old place, and that's 3 flights of stairs, because I stayed on the third floor, and loaded everything up. Took me most of the morning to do that, and then by the time I got over to my new place, um, dragged the couch back up and everything else what I had upstairs by myself. Um, and basically you know, just moved in, got settled, and is up from there now. So it's still close to my job. Um, um, basically, I'm just happy that I got a place, got a roof over my head, and kind of worried. I was worried about that for a little bit, um, but I managed to pull. I managed to pull that off, and hey, we here. We are here um in a new place. So for all the folks that said they were gonna try to help me, I remember that. I remember that. But anyway, I ain't gonna be vengeful like that. I ain't gonna be vengeful like that. So pretty much get everything again, couch settled in, TV set up on the stand, um, little game system, got food in the house, um, getting got a temporary air mattress for right now, but that's neither here or there. And pretty much making it my home. So that is the best thing I could tell people about that. And still just trying to clean up around here before, just to make it look nice and neat and tidy and stuff like that. So when company people start coming over, um, they won't think that I live in pigsty. But other than that, man, first and foremost, man, we we got some sad news, and my wild thing. So
got some sad news, man. As you know, the logo, if you don't know who the logo is, it's Jerry West. Jerry West, Laker great from West Virginia. Out of West Virginia, aka Zeke from Cabin Creek. Um, we talking about a man that at the time when he was playing, he revolutionized the shooting guard position. Um, revolutionized the shooting guard position. And we also talking about a man who went to what is it, 10 NBA finals, and he only won one. But great score. What a LD. Um, great score. But his contributions, other than on the court, was felt more off the court because once he finished his playing days, for the Lakers, um, he basically came the GM for the Los Angeles Lakers. We talk about the man who architect the Showtime. Al B, what's going on? We basically talked about the man who architects Showtime. Um, he's the one who pretty much, um, if you think about it, getting Magic, Kareem, James Worthy, um, um, Cooper and Knicks, all them guys right there. Then you go into the '90s. His big move was getting Shaq from Orlando, and then drafting a kid. Not even drafting, but getting a trade with Charlotte Hornets for an 18-year-old kid by the name of Kobe Bean Bryant. Uh, and basically bringing in Phil Jackson as the head coach. The boys won 3 of them things. They did the trifecta. I think no other team has done that other than the Bulls. Um, and then after that, he moved. After he did his Laker stint, he took his talents to M-Town. He took his talents over to Memphis. He was the GM for Memphis and got them going with the grind, grit and grind. We talking about the man who basically switched, traded for one Gasol for another Gasol, got Zebo up in there, uh, traded for Tony Allen, um, drafted Mike Conley. Um, so he did some things, and then after that, he went back to LA. But instead of being a Laker, he's going over to the other side with the Clippers. And what he did with the Clippers, bringing in, I think he brought in Doc Rivers, um, also bringing in, drafting Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan, trade for Chris Paul. Well, he got it, but it was forced because the NBA said that at the time, the New Orleans team couldn't do anything about it because they was owned by the league. What up, Willie? What's going on, man? But yeah, man, he did a lot of things as far as being the GM, and his footprint is still on the league as of today. He's on the 50th and the 75th anniversary teams. Um, and as we all know, he's the iconic logo. He's the iconic logo, man. And so now I don't think the logo needs to change because it is quintessential that um, that the logo stays the same, stay as it is. I know they had talks about having LeBron be the logo, but now when you grow up, when you watch the NBA, you know what that logo meant. You know what that silhouette, who that silhouette was, and that was Jerry West. Um, Yeah, Les is Jordan, but I don't think Jordan wanted to be the logo. He wanted to stay the way, he wanted to keep it the way it is. I think Jordan was a, purist as far as when it comes to basketball, and Jerry West was the purist when it came to basketball. Nick said, uh, "You said Kobe need to be the logo." Hey man, sure, you tell me. I tell you this. You get my vote. I say shit. Dirk need to be the logo. The one-legged fadeaway. But that's all right though. That's all right though. But man, it's sad to hear that a good kind man um um who is pretty much the NBA, who is pretty much the NBA, um lost his battle with illness this morning, and we want to send a prayer to the West family, to the Lakers, um, and let them know, man, the logo needs to stay where it is, and he is still a Laker great, even though I don't like the Lakers like that. Um, but it is what it is, y'all. But we got 58 people sharing between Twitter and YouTube. Make sure you like the stream. Make sure you comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Um, Again, this is the last. We are in our last final days for SWAC Media Day. Um, my man, my man, my square, Al B. Appreciate you for the love and the support, man. I appreciate you. You just don't know how that feel, bro. Just don't know how that feel, man. Appreciate you with the nice big donation right there, brother. So we are down to our last. Like I said, now we are $400 away from our goal. Let's get it going, man. Let's kick it off. My man Al B, my square, my son and brother done kicked it off for us for today, and let's keep going. Let's keep going. But now, Rock, what's happening, man? What's going on? What is going on, man? So let's get down to it. Now, this was I wouldn't call it a touchy subject, but this was a subject that I kind of wanted to talk about. Um, and Everybody had opinions on this. Opinion, in the words of Coach Green. an opinion. Um, but the Caitlin Clark Olympic snub, to me, I don't think it's a snub. Um, I don't think it's a snub. Even though she is the all-time leading scorer in NCAA basketball, on the women's side, because I still say on the men's side is Pistol Pete Maravich. Hey, Unc said something. Bottom line, should be on the team. Period. And here's the crazy thing. Kelsey Plum for the Aces. At the one point in time, she was the all-time leading scorer in NCAA history. When it came down to getting the call for USA basketball, women's basketball, she didn't get that call either her rookie year. Why? She didn't get that call either. So I'm to the point where it's more of, it's like, y'all know, it's like the Swifties. Hell, they shit live. It's like the Swifties, y'all. And y'all know how the Swifties are. Like, talk bad about Taylor Swift. They try to come after you. It's like Beyonce. It's like with the Beehive. Talk noise about the Beehive. The hive is coming after you. And I don't know why people try to call me. I'm in the middle of a show. But man, these Caitlin Clark, these CC people, these CC fanatics, man, they like, she gonna bring eyes to the game. She's gonna do this. She's gonna do that. Let her. I'm being real. I'm being real with you. What up, J Blue? I'm being real with you. Why does she need to be on the team? Is it to satisfy? Is it to satisfy y'all ego? Is it to say that is she's better than Diana Taurasi? Is she better than Kelsey Plum? Who is she better than Khalil Copper? Uh is she better than Stewie? F that. Is she better than Asia Wilson? Asia Wilson is to me, Asia Wilson is the face of the WNBA. Like, to me, she ain't better than Asia Wilson. To me, she ain't better than Diana Taurasi. Diana Taurasi is a freaking hoop legend, women's hoop legend. She is on the Mount Rushmore with a Cheryl Swoops. She's on there with a Cynthia Cooper. And I put Candace Parker up there because it all, to me, when it comes with women's basketball, it all came in phases. Y'all know we all know. Most of us who grew up in the late 90s, we all know that Houston kicked it off for us. Houston kicked it off for the W. They won 4 in a row. Then you transition, and then here come this chick who had skills like a guard and was 6'5" and can dunk, play defense, rebound, score, and everything. She comes in with a pedigree with Candace Parker. You know what I'm saying? And then we could go with the Diana Taurasi. You can go with Sue Bird. You can go with Tamika Catchings. Like you can go with all those players right there. Then you got your Asia Wilson, you got your Chelsea Plums, you got Sabrina. Sabrina's on this team. Sabrina didn't even get a chance to get on the Olympic team the last time. So to me, you gotta cut your teeth. What can she do? What can she do to help the game out? What can she do to help the game out? She needs to get in the line behind everybody else and that's been there. All right. LD said that's right. Asia Wilson is the face of the league. Marketing for what? What is she trying to market? What is she trying to market? You saying Plum can't shoot? Like, yeah, we know Diana Taurasi. She's 41 years old. Hey, let me send you that link, bro, so you can jump on. So to me, what is it? What does she bring to the game? To me, the game is growing and is growing all the way through. So and here's let's just keep it a buck, y'all. Here's another thing. The other players in her draft class ain't even on the team. Put butts in the seats. Nigga, we in the Olympics. We going to the Olympic time. What everybody's gonna be there. Get my co-host up here, man. What up, man?
What's up, Doc?
Ain't nothing, man. So give me your opinion about Caitlin Clark, and then we gonna jump into the what Kim Rashad had to say about the Celebration Bowl a little bit.
Man, let's be for real. Caitlin Clark, I mean, she's a basketball player. I mean, that's about it. Is she dominant? Not really. Um, but I think all of the unnecessary attention that she may or may not be getting is because of uh, people that may be uninformed, people that probably haven't even really tapped into the WNBA since she joined the league. I mean, because there are quite a few women who have made that league into what it is, and she can either be a part of helping sustain that legacy, or she can allow her fans to isolate her, and she go out in a ball of flames.
Okay, so in my opinion, so like this is what I'm saying. Like even in her own rookie class, Cameron Brink ain't on the team. Angel Reese not on the team.
Right.
Cardoso, I think she's probably going to represent Brazil. Who else is in this class that is not on this team right here?
I mean, to be honest with you, the team that they have is the team that they should have.
Right.
I don't see what she brings to this team that makes them better.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't. And I mean, I get it. They want to. She's the hot name, but she doesn't add anything to the team that's gonna make them better than what they already have.
Right.
It's not the same as the dream team. You think about the guys that were lined up on the dream team. If you take one of those guys off of that team, are they still dominant? Likely. But for her, like adding her to that team really does nothing for USA women's basketball. Leaving her off really doesn't do anything either. So everyone that's jumping on the bandwagon saying that she's been done wrong, she needs to have a sense of humility and come out and make a statement and say, "Hey, look, I wasn't picked. It is what it is. Maybe in another 4 years," and be done with it. And then just focus on basketball. Because I watched a clip the other night, bro. She was in the paint and missed the jump shot.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
I mean, it was straight air ball. Like, to me, that's why you ain't on the team.
I see that. And then y'all talk about up there for the Wings up here in Dallas, Arike, she ain't on the team, but I think Arike is going to represent Nigeria, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if that's the correct, but let me check on that. But she ain't even on the team, and she's the leading scorer in the damn league. She hot.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is really not it's really not about popularity or about. I mean, because if it was about popularity, okay, likely she's on the team.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not what this is about. Like, if you're trying to win a game, yeah, you pick the people that's going to give you the best advantage. Prime example, the Dream Team. The guys were selected for a reason. They were selected to destroy everyone they played because they had come off of a previous Olympic loss. The United States wanted to guarantee a victory, and that's why the guys that were selected that way. And I think
Mm-hmm.
this is what's being done now. So again, I don't think Caitlin Clark adds another dynamic that helps them secure victory. So that's that's likely why she's not on the team.
Okay, Mr. Campbell saying she ain't get Erica didn't get dual citizenship. She want to play for TNSA. Look, man, that's the leading scorer. She can fill the stat sheet up too. And then Brandy brought up this one. Nobody not outraged that Angel Reese's got snubbed. They wanted to go with a veteran team. And they say, well, it's one person on the team that has not played all year. That's Chelsea Gray. But by the time the Olympics come around, she's going to play. Is she going to play a lot of minutes? You don't know. And so my thing is, what I'm saying is, it's like the Swifties. The Swifties get on, like you get on Taylor Swift, it's like the Swifties get on your ass. So in a sense, I don't see what like you said, we don't know what she can do. But other than that, I like the team that they got. I feel like they're gonna. I mean, who else? Who else is going to challenge this United States team in the Olympics?
Nobody.
I don't see nobody. I don't see nobody challenging the United States team, the women's team. Now, if you go on the men's side, I think you got some teams that can give our dudes a run for their money. You know, I don't know. You know, you got the Slovenians. I don't know how Luka gonna be when he finish up the finals, but I know he's gonna get his much needed rest before the Olympics start, and that's even if he's going to play in the Olympics. shoot, you got Wemby and the French. You know what I'm saying? Him and Rudy Gobert and whoever else is playing on that French national team. You got, of course, you got Spain, who's always been a issue. You got, I wouldn't say Argentina, but Ginobili ain't playing no more. But you got teams out there, as far as on the men's side, that can give our men a run for their money. I would say with this men's team, we got some streaky shooters and we don't have enough size up front. So, but hold on.
I'm trying to see what these politics like.
That's what I'm about to say. What is okay?
The politics.
What politics about this game? What politics about the team is what is it that you said with politics? Because the coach don't pick the players. The selection committee picks the players. And most of these women have been playing for a minute.
I could see if she was the leading scorer in the league by far, and she was just dominating. Likely, okay, probably she's picked, but politics, nah, that ain't it.
So wait a minute. You telling and here, come on, bro. You telling me Asia Wilson is the only person off the Aces that should have been picked on the team? No. Have you seen Kelsey Plum play? Have you seen what she had done? In fact, let me pull up this team right here. Because I don't think my guy over here is understanding what's going on. I don't think he understands what the deal is.
I'm still trying to understand the politics. Is it the Democrats and the Republicans that's picking these rosters?
Oh man, is Joe Biden picking the roster? Is Kamala Harris picking the roster? Tell me.
I'm just saying. I mean, are they writing bills to put players on the roster? I mean, I'm just asking.
I mean, they got 3-on-3. She might get on the 3-on-3. Hey, you never know. We got 3-on-3 basketball for the Olympics. So man, look, I'm about to pull this up and I'm about to share it so everybody can see the team that's gonna go out there and kick the crap out of everybody. Let me see. Pull this up. Spotlight. Boom. There we go. I'm gonna take this banner off. You mean to tell me this team right here can't get it done? You mean to tell this team right here? You got look, you got Asia Wilson, she the face. You got Alyssa Thomas, she can ball. You got Breonna Stewart. Stewie can ball. Brittany Griner. I'm gonna give people. I'm gonna ask people not to talk about Brittany Griner like that. She is a woman who wants to be with a woman. Leave her alone. She is not a dude. She's been like this ever since she was in high school. You got Chelsea Gray, of course. She's not playing. Diana Taurasi. We giving her a swan song. Jackie Young, Jewel Lloyd, who can hoop, Kalia Copper, defense, Kelsey Plum, straight up score, Nafisa Collier, she do everything, and Sabrina. Sabrina can score. Tell me where Caitlin Clark fits in this group right here. For those that watch the WNBA, tell me where Caitlin Clark fits in this group. I'll wait. I'll wait. I see
literally not needed. She serves no need for that team.
She serves no need for the team. You telling me Jackie Young shouldn't be on the team? Yeah, okay. Who needs to take without saying Caitlin Clark? What other person needs to be on this team? You take out Chelsea Gray and you take out Jackie Young. What other two players need to be on this team? I've been watching WNBA for a while. I've been watching this since the late 90s. You come on, Coach Simmons. Don't go there.
My dog said they hold the congressional hearings to pick players. The politics. That's crazy.
Oh man. But I'm gonna tell you just like this, it doesn't matter. She's not on the team. All right. She got 4 years. Get her game up. Oh, Whitley, I was saying Chelsea Gray hasn't played all season. And then he said Jackie Young don't need to be on the team. What other two players would you put on the team? Not named Caitlin Clark. I mean, the first person I'm gonna put on there is RK. That's it. And the second person I put on there, somebody who can play defense and fill up the stat sheet. That's a horrible for the second one.
What you mean she brings eyes to the TV? Brother, the league didn't just start. So first it was politics. Now she brings eyes to the TV. So which one is it?
17,000 fans every night. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. She played in the best market. Okay, Willie said she'll bring the NECA back, and she an all around hooper. De'Erica Hamby. That's who. You know what? That's who I was thinking about. Trinity Carter. Like for real. Hey man, look, this is something that this is something that we can discuss all day. But at the end of the day, she ain't on the team. She got 4 more years. In 4 years, first of all, let her get her feet wet in the WNBA. Because at the end of the day, this ain't college no more. You dealing with pros. Oh, Willie said get her both of the Gourmet K sisters. Chanae too? Yeah. Pull her off from the ESPN. But she can hoop though. She can hoop though, Mr. Campbell. Come on now. At the end of the day, she ain't on the team, man. She got 4 years left. All right, now don't get Willie started. Don't get Willie started. I mean, and if she was on, and then if she was on the team, hey man, you know what it would have been like when the '92 Dream Team when they picked Christian Laettner on the team, and he'd get not one lick of playing time in the Olympics.
That's all I'm saying. Like, again, the politics, putting eyes on TV. Like, look, man, she did get picked for a reason. That's it. It's a done deal. Like, the team is already moving forward and preparing. Like, at this point, wait 4 years, get your numbers up, hoping you get picked that time around. I mean, what else?
Right. Christian Laettner got picked on the team for the men's team and didn't get nothing. He was just there just to be on support, clap hands, get you some sips of Gatorade. That man averaged 20 can claps, 10 sips of Gatorade, 5 chew bubble gums, and 3 butt slaps in the Olympics.
Because he really didn't even serve a purpose. Like, there
He
was
didn't serve
nothing.
no purpose. He was
I mean,
just
there was
there.
nothing he brought to the team that would have made them better than they were. Nothing.
But yeah. And yeah, Duke was back-to-back champ. Didn't even have Grant Hill. And then remember, they scrimmaged against the college kids, right? Like right before the Olympics start. And you know, Danny Rich, aka Chuck Daly, he wanted to try to get egos in check. So yeah, he scrimmaged against the college kids. And who was on that squad? Chris Webber, Christian Laettner, Grant Hill, Jamal Mashburn, and if I'm not mistaken, Juwan Howard was on that squad too. And beat the first game they played, beat the brakes off them dudes. Come on now. Penny Hardaway was on that team. And they even have Shaq. Come on now. Shaq wasn't even on the first team. He came on the second team in '96. So, man, look, at the end of the day, she just chill at the house, work on your game. So when the season starts back up, after they come from break, you know what I'm saying, get to it. What up, Mr. Haynes? Get to it. But man, look, I know why you here because let's talk about this. Celebration Bowl date move has been criticized, and a lot of people have been talking about this. From the Dan Le Batard show all the way to Ken Rashad with HBCU Sports. Now, Now, the game, okay, remember, the Celebration Bowl was the start of the bowl season for everybody. Everybody. That is the Celebration Bowl. Celebration Bowl was the start of the bowl season for everybody. We even though we FCS, we kick that thing off. And then we go from there. But everybody knew. You knew when the playoff was going to be expanded to 12 teams, you knew this was going to happen. You knew they was going to move up the game. Why? Because we didn't want the ESPN did not want our game to basically kind of interfere with the start of college football playoffs. But now, guess what? We're in the time slot of the Army-Navy game. Also, we're not the only bowl game that got moved up. The Camellia Bowl, which is in Alabama, it got moved up also. So, what's the problem? Now, here's the problem. Everybody say, here's the problem. For one, regarding the SWAC, yes. Now, if you play all the way through, and depending on where your bye week start, where your second bye week is, you're playing gladiator football. You're basically this is what happens when you. In fact, this is what the NFL goes through, especially if, and I'm putting this in as an example, especially if you make it to the wild card round, you get no rest. So for a team, let's say for a team like, Jackson, and I'm putting Jackson as an example, and I'm gonna put it up there that we go. I say we'll make the Celebration Bowl. Our last game is on the 23rd of November. We'll play Alcorn. Do we get any type of rest if we, let's just say, if we win the division? In a sense, we do get rest because it's 2 weeks. 2 weeks for the SWAC championship game. Now, if the SWAC really wanted to be grimy, they can move the game. They can move the SWAC championship up to November 30th. Give yourself a 2 weeks rest and play on the 14th. But we all know, as us SWAC folks in here, we all know that moving the game up, you run the risk of, let's just say, Grambling and Southern play that weekend. They play that weekend. In fact, let me get my schedule out. Let me get my schedule out. So, in a sense, the last game of the season is on the 23rd. Now, because Bama State plays in the Turkey Day Classic against Tuskegee, and Southern and Grambling play in the Bayou Classic, and that's during Thanksgiving weekend. They're not moving those games away. They're not moving those games at any time. And I would understand that. We not trying to bend no rules. I don't want to bend no rules. If we supposed to play, if you win your division and you got to play in the championship game, for most teams, you get a week off. You play in the championship game. But at the end of the day, what does it serve us? I mean, the MEAC is going to do what they do. The MEAC is going to do the MEAC. I'm not going to sit here and scream to the top of my lungs about the MEAC. They're going to do what they do. They're going to do what they do. I mean, they want to have a month off. They want to have a couple of weeks off. That's good. That's good with them. They have the right to do that. They got 6 teams in their conference that play football. You know, let them do what they do. But at the end of the day, if you ain't mentally prepared and if you ain't physically prepared to play in the Celebration Bowl, you don't belong in it. Now, the issue with what Stu got from the Dan Lebatard's show, what he said about the Celebration Bowl coinciding with the Army-Navy game. The Army and Navy game has always been a game that was always by itself in December. And we all know it's all about the pageantry because both teams could be hot ass garbage and everybody gonna tune into it because they said, well, we watching our future military leaders play a sport, you know, that majority of them are not going to play on the big stage on the or the next level. So this is the closest that they would get to as far as being on the big stage. And then watching this game, and I love football, y'all. I love football. I watch every game. I watch the Army-Navy game. I watch for the pageantry. But what I'm not going to sit here and watch it for is if two teams are weaker than well water, I'm not going to sit there and watch this game. I'm not going to sit there and tune into it. You still got two teams that run damn near a triple option offense that is archaic to this day. I'd rather watch the Air Force if, you know, out of all the service academies, I'd rather watch the Air Force. But at the same time, hey, make room at the table. We coming in to crash your party. And for God's sakes, the Army-Navy game ain't even on ESPN. It's on CBS. So why are you whining and complaining about our Celebration Bowl, our bowl game, basically started kicking off? It's basically kicking off the college bowl season. I mean, we play at 12. Y'all play at 3. By the time we finish our game, y'all game gonna be started. Or how about this? Instead of playing your game so late in December, How about y'all move it up? If you don't want nobody to share the spotlight with you, how about you move it up? How about you move it up to the 7th? Oh, my bad. You can't do that because everybody's playing conference championship games. And another thing, Ken Rashad, I understand. Look, brilliant journalist, love what he does over there at HBCU Sports, but I cannot sit here and say that ESPN and the SWAC dropped the ball with the celebration mode moving. I mean, ESPN, the celebration bowl, dropping the ball with them moving the game up. So the reason why it's not going to be played on the third week of December is because college football playoffs start that weekend. Remember, it got expanded to 12 teams. All right. We living in the world of the Big Ten and the SEC. We just trying to get our paper and live another day. That's what I said. ESPN don't care about the Army Navy game. Come on now. When Army was god awful, I watched the first quarter. First couple of years, I watched the whole game. But when I seen they was god awful, I started turning it off. When Navy had Ken Niumatalolo as a head coach, and he was, or even when Paul Johnson was the head coach, and he was kicking their teeth in. It's like, do I really want to watch this? The people that's going to watch it, it's not going to be us. It's going to be this. Come on. I mean, we don't need to play on the third weekend. Let the college football playoff have their time. Let us kick off the bowl season. Let Army and Navy have their little spot shine in the spotlight. So, just saying. Sometimes you just get tired of hearing the same old, same old. Get tired of hearing the same old, same old. At the end of the day, I love the spot where we in. If as far as for the SWAC goes, if you ain't ready, then your ass don't need to be in the game. Point blank. And I'm saying this as a pure football fan. Don't matter what team is in it. If you ain't ready, if you complain about when we ain't got enough time, then why are you playing the game? Because guess what? If you get on the next level and go to the NFL, you probably only get one bye week. And you probably going to play all the way through. And don't let yourself be a wild card team. You ain't getting no rest. So if you a Grambling or Southern, which I would say they ain't going to be in there, or if you're at Alabama State, that I say probably might have a little small chance of getting to it. Stop crying and bitching and complaining. And for the mid-18s, we ain't mixing in with y'all business. Don't mix in with ours. So let's get to it. Now, let's get to this. So I got the schedule. From the SWAC office. Appreciate to Andrew Roberts dropping the schedule off. Now, we all know. First game of the season, Saturday, August 24th. That is FAMU versus Norfolk State. This is on the ABC. That is the MEAC SWAC Challenge. That's 7:30 p.m. kickoff. Follow. They play next week at Bragg Memorial Stadium. FAMU versus South Carolina State. That's on ESPN Plus. I think, and they got to start asterisk. It will be tape delay on ESPNU. So if you're missing on ESPN Plus, you can always go back to ESPNU and watch the game. August 31st, Labor Day Classic. Texas Southern at Prairie View. That's a 7 p.m. kickoff. That's on ESPN Plus. September the 1st. That's a Sunday, 3 p.m. kickoff. North Carolina Central versus Alabama State. That is the Orange Blossom Classic. That's on ESPN. All right. Miles versus Alabama State, September the 7th, 6 o'clock kickoff, ESPN Plus. Boombox Classic, September the 14th, Jackson State versus Southern, ESPN Plus. 2 p.m. kickoff, y'all. 2 p.m. kickoff. All right. September the 21st. This is a big one. Southern at Prairie View. ESPN Plus, 7 p.m. kickoff. So if you're down there in Southeast Texas, make sure you check that out. That is going to be a pivotal game right there, too. Jackson State at Grambling, also on the 21st. That's an ESPN Plus. That's at 7 p.m. Now, I'm happy about that because at that time, if this game was around maybe noon or at 3 o'clock, it's going to be hot as hell. If you ever been to the hole, of course, y'all talk been there, but if you ever been to the hole, it does you no good when you are being fried, dyed, and laid to the side in that stadium right there. All right. Alabama A&M versus FAMU. That is September the 28th, 6 p.m. kickoff, ESPN Plus. So most of these games are going to be on ESPN Plus. 2 games are going to be determined on the network where they're going to play in. Also, let's see, we got Jackson State, Texas Southern on the 28th, 7 p.m. kickoff, ESPN Plus. So if all my fellow Jacksonians, all my fellow D I Love people, make sure you make your way down to the 3rd Ward to go see, make sure we take care of business down there in H-Town. Hey, you already know. Yeah, miss a step. That's a long way down. That is a long way down, man. You miss a step in the hole. You miss a step in the hole, a very long way down. That is a good question right there. That is a good question because most of the time when they stream the games, it's through the school. So hopefully the school has upgraded their equipment when it comes to streaming and viewing um, on that platform. See what the hole look like in person. Driving there, you wouldn't realize that it's a stadium, a football stadium, when you drive because it's sunk in. Um, Also on September the 28th, State Fair Classic, Prairie View versus Grambling, 7 p.m. ESPN Plus. Also, that is a very pivotal game early in the season. October the 5th, FAMU versus Bama State, 3 p.m. kickoff, ESPN Plus. Also, a 5 p.m. kickoff for the Gulf Coast Challenge, Jackson State versus A&M. That is on ESPN Plus. Now, Friday, October the 11th, Prairie View is going to make a road trip up to Pine Bluff to play UAPB. That is a 9:15 p.m. kickoff right there. That game is going to be on ESPNU. October the 12th, 3 p.m. kickoff, Alcorn State at Grambling on ESPN Plus. Now, Saturday, October the 19th, FAMU versus Jackson State, 3:30 p.m. kickoff. I wanted this to be a 6 o'clock kickoff, but it is what it is. They say it's to be determined, but I'm thinking that they're probably going to try to put this game on ESPNU. And then also on the night, on the same day, 7 o'clock p.m., Alcorn State is going to be down in the boot at Southern University. That is to be determined on who is going to be playing. What place they're going to be playing at, showing the game at. Texas A&M, October the 26th, 3 p.m. kickoff. A&M Commerce is at Prairie View. That's on ESPN Plus. Wow. That might be a good game. That might be a win. That should be a winnable game for Prairie View. Also on the 26th, 3:30 p.m., the Magic City Classic, Big Bama State versus Alabama A&M.
It's gonna be a rout, baby.
The platform is to be determined, but more likely, I hope they have that game on ESPNU. I want to see that game needs to be do some more justice right there. 7 p.m. on the same day, October 26th, Southern at FAMU. That is to be determined. November the 2nd, Pine Bluff at Jackson State, 3 p.m. kickoff, ESPN Plus. That's homecoming for us right there. 4 p.m. Kickoff for Texas Southern at FAMU on ESPN Plus. Alabama State is going to be at Alcorn on November the 2nd. Also, 5 p.m. kickoff, ESPN Plus. November the 9th, Big Bama State at Grambling, 3 p.m. kickoff, ESPN Plus. Y'all going down to the hole. Same time, same day, FAMU is making their way to the sticks of Prairie View on ESPN Plus. Mr. Campbell said that's SWAC championship game. FAMU versus Jackson State. He said that's SWAC championship game.
Good luck with it.
Thursday, November the 14th, 8 p.m. kickoff, Grambling at Alabama A&M, ESPNU. Saturday, November the 16th, Jackson State at Big Bama State, 3 p.m. kickoff on ESPN Plus. Um, HBCU gold not showing basketball. They not streaming football. What's the point of the 7-year contract? You do know it's the off season, bro. Come on now. I'm gonna need you to stay off the pipe. We got Alcorn at Prairie View, 3 p.m. ESPN Plus. On November 23rd. Prairie View at Big Bama State. This game should determine if Prairie View is legit or not in the West. That's on ESPN Plus. Jackson State versus Alcorn down at the reservation at 3 p.m. Y'all already know the platform we're going to be on. 3:30 p.m. Florida Classic. Bethune Mary's Kids versus the Fighting Geronimus.
What time does the game kick off? Did you say 2:37?
Yeah, kick off at 2:37. Nah, it's 3:30 p.m. Date is to be determined. On Thanksgiving Day, November the 28th, 2 p.m. kickoff, you got Big Bama State playing Tuskegee, ESPNU. And then you got the SWAC Football Championship. That's December the 7th, 2 p.m. kickoff, ESPN on ESPN2. And on December the 14th, 12 p.m. kickoff is the Cricket Celebration Bowl on ABC. So that is the rundown for all the games that's going to be on certain platform. Basically, it's going to be on the ESPN platform, ABC, ESPN platforms. So you will probably see more on when it comes to what other games that has the. Remember, HBCU Go is our secondary rights. So other games that's not going to be shown on ESPN, on the ESPN network, will be shown on HBCU Go, or most of the time it would be shown on, if you like Valley, so on YouTube. Bethune, YouTube. Get our feet, we put our feet up in there. But that's it. But other than that, man, look, last but not least, and I know we haven't talked about this in a month and a half, but the debacle continues. FAMU, the Miami Herald obtained email about erroneous reports of Jeremy's alleged donation to FAMU. So, what do you think, man? So, I'm about to pull up this article. We not even on.
At this point, we can conclude that there will be a change in leadership at FAMU.
Yeah, I would say that. All right, so this is from the Miami Herald. Emails about hemp farmers' $237 million gift to FAMU reveal ominous bank letter. What else? So, before FAM announced the questionable $237 million donation, the university received a striking email from the donor's bank, raising a red flag that the historic gift may not be legitimate. Internal emails recently released by the university to the Sun News showed that weeks before donor Gregory Jeremy presented an oversized check at FAMU's graduation ceremony, a Raymond James Financial Services executive told FAMU officials that previous assurances they provided of Jerami's account balance were not accurate. On February the 1st and March the 1st of 2024, Raymond James issued a letter to client Gregory Jerami reflecting the balance in his account. Kirk Bell, a senior vice president at Raymond James, wrote on April the 12th, effective April the 10th, 2024, Raymond James will no longer provide a value for the securities in Mr. Jerami's account and no longer stand by the verification of deposit letter you may have received. Quote, to the extent that Mr. Jerami has or does provide you with official account statements from Raymond James, we do not believe the pricing of certain securities was accurate, end quote. The email does not list the dollar amounts they have represented were in the account of Jerami, a relatively unknown Texas hemp farmer whose donation would have been the largest ever to a historically black college or university. The promised gift was quickly met with skepticism, particularly after the Sun News reported that Jerami was the anonymous donor whose $95 million to Coastal Carolina University quickly fell apart in 2020. The situation has since cast its pall over FAMU, with one high-ranking official resigning, the president publicly putting a pause on moving forward with the donation, and the university's board of trustees ordering an outside investigation. She was slick with that. she was slick with that. Bell's letter was emailed to Audrey Simmons Smith, Director of Development for the FAMU Foundation, and Shantae Friday Stroud, the former Executive Director of the FAMU Foundation and Vice President for University Advancement, who recently resigned from those positions in light of her role in accepting the controversial donation. Point blank, put it like this. Point blank, you sign your name on the list on that paper, you should be gone. So this is another thing. How does donor explain Raymond James' letter? Jerami told the Sun News Monday that he never received any clarity on why Raymond James sent that letter, and FAMU officials never asked him about it other than to tell him they received it. Jerami and Raymond James held the private stocks in Batterson Farms Corporation, the hydroponic hemp farming company he started in 2021 that he intended to donate to FAMU, and the letters he had the bank provide to the university in February and March were to verify the value of those stocks in his account at the time. Jerami, via the Isaac Batterson Family Trust, transferred $15 million shares of Batterson Farms Corporate Core to the FAMU Foundation on April 15th. Email showed the stock certificate listed the value at $15.85 per share, leading the university to present the gift as worth more than $237 million. Jerami also has told the Sun News he stands by the valuation, but admits it's based on an internal report and no third-party valuation has been completed. The internal valuation is what Raymond James accepted to determine the value of stocks in his account. Whew. Basically, y'all being played. And I don't understand people say y'all done moved on and everything, but
the red flags were there, brother.
It was there. It was there. We ain't talking about red flags like you a blood, like you Pyru or nothing like that. We talk about red flags like this man ain't who he think he is.
I mean, FAMU folks can move on all they want, but the truth got to come out, and the red flags were there. So, yeah, leadership, I don't know anyone that likes to be publicly embarrassed. And if the red flags were there and you didn't do your due diligence, yeah, it's probably time for a leadership change. It is what it is.
So, Jerami provided the Sun News with an internal with a summary of his company's internal valuation that just describes anticipated revenue based on current hemp farming contracts without providing any proof the contracts exist in total cost. The calculations value Batterson Farms Corp at more than $1.5 billion. Where? Where? Where in the hell does this company say I'm worth 1.5 billion? That's 1.5 billion in Chuck E. Cheese money.
They had them showbiz tokens.
Man. They had the showbiz token. And I'm trying to order food right here.
What made it worse was it became public so quickly. That's what compounded the problem.
Yeah, when it, the thing is, like I said, it was to see the university be happy and stuff like that. It's cool. To see the kids walk across the stage and graduate with their degrees and stuff in hand, that's cool. But to diminish the fact that the next day it's you got questions about it. I don't know.
I mean, vet people the right way. I mean, I get it. You saw the dollar amount, eyes got big, got hype. I mean, if it was a true deal, yeah, I would have been all for it. I'd have been celebrating with him. But you didn't do your due diligence. And the man basically embarrassed an entire institution off of a lie. And yeah, I mean, you can't just sidestep that and say, okay, we can move on from this. I mean, you can, but I mean, some got to be done, because what happens if the next deal comes along and
Mm-hmm.
you're played again? So, I mean, how many times does it take to be made a fool of before you do something about it?
So here go is another part of the story. Warnings after donations announced. Other internal FAMU emails released to the Sun News show people who previously interacted with Jerami warning university officials after the May 4th announcement that the donation was unlikely to end well. Eric Horner, a gift officer at North Carolina State University, emailed Friday Stroud that he knew of 5 other schools, including University of Mississippi, that Jerami had made similar promises to, but it always falls through. Horner was working at Ole Miss when Jerami attempted to make a donation, he said. I believe him to be a fraud, and I'm happy to discuss further, Horner wrote, and that he hopes he's wrong. Horner did not respond to a request for an interview. In addition to Coastal Carolina University, the Sun News had previously identified Miles College, of course, over in Alabama, and University of Texas at Austin as other schools where Jerami discussed donations that were made. Jerami has told the Sun News his team assessed possible donations to about 15 other colleges and universities before choosing FAMU. He declined to discuss what happened at Ole Miss and didn't want to address Horner's claims. It says he believes I'm a fraud, not that he's sure, Jerami said. Until he knows, until you can prove it, that's all speculation. Ron Overton, the president of an Arlington, Texas church, emailed FAMU president Larry Robinson multiple times saying he's known Jerami since he was a child and claiming that Jerami's life is one complete fabricated lie. Woo! Overton admits in an email that he hasn't spoken to Jerami in at least 3 years, but he has no reservations in stating that he likely has very little money to his name, much less $237 million to donate to anyone. He was aware of Jerami's interactions with Coastal Carolina back in 2019 and tried to warn them before they made their announcement, but he was ignored, Overton wrote. FAMU got bamboozled big time, admit it and move on, he said. Overton did not respond to a request for an interview. Jerami said he and his family attended church with Overton, and he briefly attended Overton's church, but he's not as close to him as Overton describes in his emails. He described the pastor as someone who likes to insert himself into situations he knows nothing about. FAMU investigation into the donation is set to be completed by August 30th, according to the professional services agreement included within the emails. The board hired law firm Buchanan, Ingersoll, and Rooney to conduct the investigation at a cost not to exceed $52,000. The Florida Board of Governors is providing oversight of the investigation. Jerami told the Sun News Monday he hasn't been contacted as part of the investigation, but he'll answer questions if he is contacted. That lets you know, man, look, fraud. I mean, I understand most people said most alums have moved on from it, but at the end of the day, when news come out, when this investigation is over with, somebody about to get that paint slip.
Bamboozle, hoodwink, run them up,
led astray.
led astray.
And Clever Rock did not land on you
At all. I mean, I get it. Again, I mean, 237. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, that would have been a great gift. But again, when you look at the dude, I mean, the dude basically had on old ass cowboy boots. They were square toed. Sport coat didn't even fit. It was wrinkled. Like, you legitimately took pictures with this cat, posted it, hyped up about it, bragging different. Now you looking different. You looking real different.
Hey.
That's crazy.
Hey, I'm just saying, like, that boy Jay White said, had the rats and Monopoly money. But at the end of the day, man, somebody will have to face the consequences on this. The director she already resigned. That's cool. But at the same time, somebody is gonna have to pay for this. And also at the end of the day, you took away the most important thing on that day, on May 3rd. And that was those students, those kids, those young men and women all around getting their degrees. Because somebody decided they didn't want to fit. They vetted him, but he is who he is.
My boy said he was donating crypto coins. I hate that for him, man. I really do.
I mean, I hate it too. Don't get me wrong, man. we can joke all around and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, none of our institutions need to be played like that.
Right.
Mr.
You got to protect the public image, man. I mean, and that's the key. Like, we can't just give away ammunition. I mean, it's bad enough being systemically and intentionally underfunded. Then you pile on stuff like this. It just compounds the problem and make it worse because it's really hard to defend when you got stuff like this that happens. And this not only just has a public image impact, but also at the institutional level when you have parents that would hesitate to send their kid to your institution because of stuff like that.
Well, Mr. Campbell said, "Fam, you want to stay Marshall shirt back." Hey, he said crypto got more money than You know what about this? This is something I could really tip with Mr. Campbell. Even though he's a love, even though he knows what's going on with the university, he can still joke and laugh about the idiocy that's in place right now.
I mean, you got to laugh to keep from crying, man. Because, I mean, again, it's embarrassing when you see stuff like that, regardless if you affiliated with the institution or not. Just being Black, it's embarrassing knowing that with all of the tools that are in place in 2024, you should be able to thoroughly vet anybody and do your due diligence, especially if it's involving money. And I don't know anybody who just likes losing money. And I don't know anybody that likes to be given fake money.
But yeah, man, it's something that it is to be determined, and we won't know what the investigation puts out there until August the 30th. And pretty much that's when school starts, football season starts. So what you gonna do, man? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Now, on the title, I did put on there I was gonna do HBCU tiers, but I'm more likely probably depending on what my schedule is for tomorrow and the weekend. I'm probably gonna do that tomorrow. If I'm off tomorrow, I'm gonna make sure I can get some slides up in here, and I'm gonna go to my other spot, to my other page to get that going. But
Now, if you know anybody at Howard that is ready to return the funds to one person said name Sean Combs, hit me up. I'll make sure the money comes off of your campus. You don't want to be associated with that type of currency in your possession. So if you know anybody, tell them to hit me up. I will remove it from the campus properly.
Hey man, look, I ain't got nothing to get. Man, look, he gave us some money. It's spent. It's gone. I'm not even worried about it. But
You gotta do it. You gotta spend it, bro.
you gotta spend it. Gotta spend the money. And at the same time, man, brother, hey, make sure you get to talking to Big Pookie. Cause that's gonna be your cellmate. Oh man, we got NBA basketball tonight. We got game 3. It's here in Dallas. Mavs versus Celtics. We down 0-2. Oh man, we need to get this dub tonight. Need to get this dub tonight and on Friday to make sure we can get this chip. We get this second chip back to Dallas for the NBA. So we got to get it together. We got to get it together. Then WNBA last night, the Aces. Woo! I watched a little bit of that game. They was down big, and they was going at each other. They were going at each other. Got baseball in the house. What else? What else we got? That's pretty much it. Sunday is Father's Day, so of course I think about doing a show, but more likely I'm not gonna do a show because why? I'm gonna be with my kid. You know, I'm gonna be with my child. Yeah. So that's coming up. And last but not least, I want to send a special shout out to my uncle, my mother's brother, Floyd Smith, was my legal guardian from the age of 11 all the way up until I was 18 years old. He was my father figure. Today is his birthday. He is the big 6-0. So
Shout out, happy birthday.
So I don't know if he hear this, but he out of town. I think he went to the cabin. Went to the cabin today. So shout out to my uncle right there.
Uncle out there kicking it. He doing them activities.
Man, we gave my uncle a surprise party on Saturday because we knew he was gonna be out of town on this week. So yeah, man, we had a good old time. We barbecued for him. We had family and friends over at his house. And then around by 10:30, 11 o'clock, he went upstairs to his room, closed the door, went to sleep on all of us. That was basically that bit. That was our cue. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here. Oh, man. But yeah, man. Yeah, yep. And he raised 3 fine young gentlemen. So can't blame. Can y'all discuss the Heisman question? First of all, I'm not going to discuss that because the Clarion Line, we don't even follow them like that. And we already know that nobody in the FCS can win the Heisman. They have an award for the FCS Player of the Year in the Walter Payton Award. We know this. We knew this from last time when Deion big ass mouth tried to say Shador need to be on the Heisman watch. No. That's my take on it. What you got to say, Mel? We good.
I mean, we good.
So we don't follow that publication. We don't care about the Clarion Ledger. We don't care. Does this face look like it care? I don't care. What HBCU football games are you looking forward to the most this season? Of course, first game of the season, with Jackson State, ULM. Also, Labor Day Classic, Texas Southern, Prairie View. Um, Central versus Bama State is a watch for me right there. I would on a Sunday. I would have to watch that game. I want to see what. First of all, I want to see what Andrew Body gonna do. How he's gonna perform. Is he gonna Is he gonna uh, um, be right? And second of all, I want to see how this kid Walker Harris, aka Walker Texas Ranger, see how he perform. What you think, Mel? It's y'all game. Y'all the OBC, so
I mean, yeah, just watch, brother. There will be no uh, cowboy celebrations. There'll be no cowboy celebrations for the Ranger.
hey, hey. Uh October the 19th. FAM versus Jackson State. October the 5th. What's that? Bama State versus FAMU.
Get
There
back.
is there are a lot of games that I am willing to look on TV or willing to go check out for myself. Um, it's one of them things we shall see.
Oh, it's
Everybody
gonna
want
be
to
a
get
good season. It's gonna be a good season. Because
are people putting too much expectation on Andrew Body?
no,
Nah.
he won't be asked to do very much. I mean, he'll be asked to do his job, but the game plan is not on his shoulders.
And
That's
then
not how
again,
E-Rob set up. E-Rob not gonna do him like that.
right. And then again, the team is still recovering from the defense being thrashed. Like y'all have, it's like you start over scratch on defense.
Yep.
So I mean, everybody got questions. That's the best thing about the SWAC this year. Parity. See, the last 3 years we ain't had no kind of parity in the SWAC. 2 years with Jackson State, we knew we were gonna run through. Last season with FAM, hey, this year there's parity, especially on the East. The
Jay
West.
White. Jay White, who is y'all backup coach? Cause y'all gonna need him.
Oh man, that's crazy. That crazy. Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this, Jay White. Your man don't get it done at the FCC. He is going to be in the parking lot pulling a Lane Kiffin, trying to find a ride home to Huntsville.
Bro, he ain't gonna even make it, bro. That schedule they got,
Hmm.
he'll be lucky if they ask him to help load the equipment.
Well, that's hey, y'all know what? That is a show that we need to have right there. The superlatives for the SWAC. The what is for the SWAC. The questions for the SWAC. Uh-oh. The boy LD said
Say what? Okay.
Hey, now, G already told you about y'all Southern Jaguar. He said y'all rooms smell like brute. It smell.
Again, the schedule that they have, Maynard is likely not gonna make it to Magic City Classic.
Oh snap! Oh snap!
He
AJ White,
come.
I got the link for you. Uh
He
oh.
come.
Uh oh. Uh oh.
He
It's
come line.
it's Bama State.
He
It's
come line.
A&M.
He come line.
Come on. Come on up.
Oh, Lord.
Come on up. Oh, I gotta hear this, man. I gotta hear this. Come on up, man. y'all know, we family up in here.
It's them U-Haul keys. That's it.
Oh, yeah. Speak of the devil.
Hey,
Let me move you.
can you hear me?
We can hear you. What's going on?
Oh, let me turn my TV down. Hey, first of all, we own Bama State, man. Check the series, man. Y'all go look.
Go,
Y'all go Google it. We own Bama State. Since we joined the SWAC, we own Bama State in the classic and like just regular series. So y'all getting body, don't scare nobody, man. You should know that.
brother.
This
We are
man,
not talking about historical records. We are talking about right now.
yeah, we talking about right now. We talking about right now. And since we've been in the SWAC, we done whooped y'all 5 straight times, 2 times in a row. We own y'all since we been in the SWAC. Body don't scare us. He got folded up last time he came up to Huntsville. Y'all better get a quality backup quarterback.
Do y'all
I'm
have
telling
any?
you,
Do y'all have any backup jerseys so we can actually see the names on the backup?
we don't get, we don't need no backup jerseys. We own Bama State. Just know that we own Bama State. You know that too. I don't know why you be on here capping like that. Y'all be acting brand new, man.
Who is your
But
assistant coach, brother?
who is our assistant coach?
Yes, is he gonna be elevated to
Man,
head coach?
Mana will be in the Magic City Classic beating Robinson, man. I'm telling you, Body, y'all better have faith for y'all backup quarterback because Body, I don't even think he's gonna make it to the Classic. I mean, nothing against Mama Body, she cool, nothing against Body, but I don't even think he's gonna make it to the Classic.
I hear you talking, brother.
I'm just telling you, so I just let you talk, man. Y'all let y'all talk. Y'all put y'all faith in Big Bama State, but you know we own y'all, man. That's all, dog. Doc,
I'm
you got any
saying,
questions?
listen, brother. The announcers can't even see the names on the back of y'all jerseys.
We're not talking about. We're not talking about jerseys. All you need to see is that interlock on that white helmet. Y'all fold up. Ask Body about that. He was running to the end zone. We folded it up. He fumbled the ball and
Y'all
got
said
hurt.
that last year, though. You said that last year, and you lost. What happened,
And
brother?
Man,
lost to a five
y'all,
foot ten quarterback.
y'all just been acting brand new with these 2 wins in the classic, man. I'm just telling you, dog. It's gonna be back to normal, literally. No pun intended.
Listen, man. Listen, I get it. You have aspirations of winning. I get it. There's nothing wrong with that. However, reality says your coach won't make it to Magic City Classic with the schedule that y'all have, and your team is just not good enough,
Go,
bro.
go down the schedule. All we gotta do is beat FAMU and JSU. I
That
mean,
would never
That's all
happen.
you got to
Y'all
do.
okay. That's all we gotta do, man. Football's played on the field, not on paper, man. I'm telling you,
Wait. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me get this straight. So all you have to do
that's all we
is
have to do.
beat FAMU and
And then,
Jackson State.
we go to BCU. We have BCU for homecoming. Then the classic. I mean, we're not scared of y'all, man. We own y'all literally. So I mean, I don't know why y'all be hyping. Well, I know why y'all hype yourself up, but that's another story. But I'm just telling you, don't
But
let
you
us win those.
saying,
Don't let us win those 3 games and get to the classic and have to beat y'all because you know what it is.
but you
we
saying
still got
all
that.
you
We still
have
got
to
that bet
do.
on, right, Jay?
What? Not
You get
yeah. The bet is that we win the East.
and you donate. If you win the East, I donate to A&M to athletics. And if we beat y'all, we win the East. You got to donate. What you
The
say? We got to
JSU.
donate. Okay.
50 to JSU. Yeah.
Wait, win the East. You talking about the East side of Huntsville? Winning the East in the SWAC ain't happening for the people of Normal at all. Not right now, brother. Maybe in 2029, 2030, but not right now.
Man, you talking during the summer, man. This football gonna be played on the field, not on the paper, not on the podcast. I'm telling you. If we
And I'm
win the
with you
East,
on that. But I'm saying, what about your team says we're winning the Magic City Classic? I'm listening.
we got the talent up here to win. We got the talent up here to beat y'all. So I mean, I don't know what you're talking about.
Did y'all have the talent last year?
We not talking about last year, man. Y'all got
But you
lucky the
just
past two.
but you
We done
just
beat.
brought up this historical record in Magic City Classic, but now all of a sudden we ain't talking about the past?
You talking about last year? I mean, y'all got lucky these past 2 years, but my point is, we own y'all. We not scared of y'all. That's my point. Like
What
you
was
act
the
like
score last year,
y'all,
brother? What
huh?
was the score last year?
What was the score?
Yeah, what was the
I
final
don't know
score?
what the score was. I know y'all won, but I don't know what the score was.
31-16.
By luck is a field goal, the last second, or a Hail Mary. However, that didn't happen. We did throw a Hail Mary right before halftime that became a very popular meme. So again, what is it about the school in Normal says we are going to win the Magic City Classic and possibly win the East? I don't see it happening, brother.
Man, you
I
don't have
don't
to see
see
it
it.
happen. You don't have to see it happening, man. Just know if it does happen. I'm saying it's gonna happen, but if it does happen, man, you never hear the end of it. You know we own y'all, so I mean, once we get to the classic, yeah, it is a state rivalry, but y'all don't put any fear in the Bulldogs' hearts of Normal, man. I'm telling y'all know that too. I mean, y'all play all these little games and do all these little antics. I mean, that's part of the course, but
Look,
hey,
brother,
you know we own y'all.
there are a lot of people who have come into all type of sporting events that have not been scared and still got blown out.
So you saying y'all gonna blow us out this year with body? That's what you saying?
That's not what I said. I'm saying you don't have to be fearful to lose. You just got to be there.
Y'all not winning though. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying we whooping y'all in the classic this year. Y'all not
All right,
winning.
all right, okay, okay. I'm gonna jot this down on this date.
And
It's
jot this
on
down too.
wax.
And jot this
It's
down
on
too. I said,
wax.
and jot this down
It's
too. I said, jot this down too.
it's
I said, Body probably won't make it to the classic. I mean, he might, but
Okay,
in my opinion, I don't think he will.
okay.
I'm dropping down.
Duly noted.
all right, y'all. Man.
I
I
mean,
gotta
hey, hey.
laugh.
I mean, he's standing 10 toes on it. So I mean, okay, but hey, you can stand 10 toes on it. But you know, we tend to run toes over. But okay.
I mean, y'all done got me eating up. this, this ice cream cone.
That man said all we got to do is beat Fam and Jackson State. Oh, that ain't no easy task. Okay.
They ain't beating us. Even though they beat us in the spring, we got them in the falls 21. We got them in 22. We got them in 23. We about to get them in 24. They're gonna be 4 wins in a row.
I'm still tripping off winning the East. I'm oh, okay. Winning the East. Jay White, this is what he said. They're winning the East.
It's on
and
wax.
the Magic City Classic.
Mm-hmm. It's on wax.
He said it.
And he said they're gonna be FAMU and Jackson State.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
As y'all see this, 2024 is gonna be so much fun this year. There's so much to talk about for this season. Guess what? We gonna get up on it.
I mean, he said it. So I'm gonna have to, make sure I remember that. Just, I'm gonna bring it back up every time I see him. What's up with your player?
Duly noted. Duly noted. Yeah, they struggle with putting up points. Defense too. And I'm gonna be honest with you, the defense really, to me, it ain't getting better now because you got Cedric Thornton as the defense coordinator.
Mm, mm, mm.
See what happened when he was at Grambling. That's for another story right there. But I'm about to drop off this thing, man, because I got to get ready for work.
Yes,
And
sir. Let me hit it myself.
all right now,
Hi, boss.
bet. Man, that was so fun. That was some fun. That was some fun, y'all. But if you haven't done it by now, make sure that you like the stream. Make sure that you comment, share. Most of all, subscribe to the channel. EA, I come on early if I gotta go to work at 4. I gotta get my things going. I gotta get it going. All right. This is the last week to put in for your donation for the Drive to 205 initiative, SWAC Media Day, which will be in a month from now. Well, he ain't the DC, but he's the defensive line coach. I don't know what is he. Well, make sure hit the PayPal, the Cash App, and the Zelle. Shout out to the Square LB 225. LB 225 with the donation, the $100 donation from earlier. So shout out to Deputy Mario putting in the $4.99 in the super chat. Don't think I ain't forgot about you, Deputy. And look, we got a lot going on, so we getting ready for Media Day. Sure, it's so good. I'm gonna have family with me. Both of my sisters said they gonna roll with their big brother. They gonna roll with their big brother. They say they try to look for some Alabama men. But anyway, man, y'all have a good one. Y'all be blessed. Y'all stay safe, stay dangerous, and hug your loved ones. We out this thing. Until next time, peace.